Hey everybody, just wanted to do some guided practice with you on when you have more than two mixed numbers that you need to add together. If you look at this problem, it says Jim drove 2.5 miles, 3 1/4 miles, and 4 7/8 miles to get to the market. How far did Jim drive in all? Step one is always list your numbers out. So I'm going to write, when it lets me, 2 1/2, 3 1/4, and 4 7/8. So I know that I'm adding because it says in all. Now the first thing I notice is I have three different denominators. And remember, we talk about a good rule of thumb is to always identify which one is the largest denominator, which denominator has the biggest number. And we can see that that is 7/8. So 8 is going to be my new denominator. So I'm just going to go ahead and write down 4 7/8 right here. And then I'm going to put a 3 and a line and a 2 and a line. So then I ask myself, and then I'm going to go ahead and write down my new denominator is 8 for both numbers. And then I ask myself, looking at my top number, 2 times what equals 8? 4, right. So 2 times 4 equals 8. So then I'm going to multiply my numerator the same. 1 times 4 equals 8. You can also just use your knowledge of fractions. Like if you know that 4/8 is equivalent to 1/2, go for it. Then you have 1/4. 1/4, 4 times what equals 8? 4 times 2 equals 8. So then I do 1 times 2, and that equals 2. Now that I have my denominators all changed and the same, now I'm ready to add. So I add my fractions first. 4 plus 2 plus 7, which is 6 and 7 is 13/8. I'm going to write down right here. I'm going to put 13/8. And then I'm going to add my whole numbers, 2, 3, and 4, which is 9. Now I look and I have an improper fraction as part of my mixed number. So what I need to do is to change that improper fraction into a mixed number in order to see what I need to add to my 9 to finish solving this problem. So I'm going to go to the side. I'm going to move my head up here. There you go. There you go, Mr. Griffin. And then I'm going to extend my page again. And I'm going to do 13/8. And I know I just divide 8 into 13. I know 8 goes into 13 one time. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract it. 13 minus 8 is 5. So I'm going to write down a 5 right here. Remember, my remainder is my numerator, and my denominator stays the same. So now I have 9. So now I have 9 plus 1 and 5/8. And then I just simply add those together. 9 plus 1 is 10. See all 10? 10. And then I have 5/8 as my final answer. Now there's other ways you can also help you find that convert that improper fraction. You can use what you know about how many eighths goes into a whole, which is 8/8, which will be 1, and you would still have the 5/8 remaining. You can do it that way. You do what you need to do to be able to convert those improper fractions into mixed numbers.